Hey guys, it's Dag, and it has been fucking Monday. Yeah, I'm like damn near 2 hours late coming online. I have spent the last 2 hours of my life trying to figure out why it is that nothing is working on my stream today. And I don't know what it is. I got some kind of an error message and I started. The only thing I can think of is that there was the outage that occurred late last week, and everybody was saying, "Hey, everything's broken," blah blah blah, and having to do with Microsoft. And I use a third-party service to stream to both Twitch and another not to be named on Twitch platform, and apparently that streaming service is broken because the only way that I can stream at the moment is straight to Twitch. So that's what I'm doing today. And hopefully it is working. And until this other service that I pay too much money for and it's supposed to work gets their act together, then I guess this is how I'm going to be doing it, which is unfortunate because I was starting to build an audience on YouTube as well. But it is what it is. So it's Monday. And that means that I'm doing World of Warcraft. But I got a surprise for you guys because something came surprisingly over the weekend. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So I am going to do something real quick here and switch things. And I've got a different camera. First of all, I've got on my Warrior t-shirt. This is, okay, old school, all right? This is from Jinx. Jinx used to have back in the late 2000s, they had the licensing for doing a World of Warcraft t-shirts and gear and stuff like that. And they did a whole series of t-shirts at the time for each of the classes. And I was running a warrior, so I had a warrior class t-shirt, and that's what this is. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but sometime they ended up basically shutting down the whole thing and did not allow for people to have the T-shirt any longer. Basically, Blizzard said you can't license our stuff anymore. We're taking it back and we're going to do our own stuff. Well, I will be honest with you, they fucked up because Blizzard has not put out a product that people really want to wear since then. I mean, they've got kind of wishy-washy. It's a second thought. They don't have artists that are putting any effort into the t-shirts, and it's just like, and they charge too much and the t-shirts aren't that good, and it's like, yeah, I haven't seen anything that has been World of Warcraft related that I have wanted to pay for and put on my body since. So I have two t-shirts, this one, and I have a Illidan one where it says "You're not prepared." I got this delivery that came in yesterday. It is the World of Warcraft expansion came a couple weeks early. It's not supposed to be mailed until August 1st. And sure enough, they delivered the damn thing before. And I went and sprung because it's the 20th anniversary edition. I went ahead and sprung for the collector's edition. And this is the big fucking box that it came in. So what I thought we would do is I have not opened this, and I thought I would go ahead and open it and kind of do an unveiling. I am not set up to do YouTube type unboxings, so we're just going to have to deal with it and see what's in here. But anyway, the box is huge, as you can see. It's about 2 feet by 1 foot by 1 foot. It contains two boxes inside of it. Obviously, one side is the collector's edition copy that you can see right there. And the other side is, I have no idea what's in here. I imagine that there's books and stuff like that. So we're going to open it, see what's in. Might be some statues. All I know is this fucking huge box. Here on one side, you have the World of Warcraft 20th Anniversary Edition. And on the other side, by the way, the box is open on both sides, so I'm having to hold it, is the War Within. And so, you know, that's a thing. That's what they're doing here. So I'm going to put this down on the ground before I drop it and break whatever's in here. And I'm going to take the box apart. So it says there apparently is, it tells you what's in the box, but I'm going to be surprised. I'm not going to look at it. So let's look inside of the actual collector's edition, The War Within. This is kind of cool because it looks like it opens like a book, sort of. There we go. Yeah, it does open like a book. So it opens this way. And inside, there is a book. And it is the art of Warcraft, A War Within. And there is, I'm looking at some of the photos and stuff. This is like, if you have ever purchased any of the other arts editions of World of Warcraft, you end up with, you know, a whole lot of the artist renditions of stuff. And that's what this book appears to be all about. And some of the gear and emblems and stuff like that are in here. That's cool as fuck. All right, so I love the art books. I have several of them from the different editions that have come about. And so I'm going to look forward to looking through that one. In the rest of the box, there appears to be, let's see, something that I can't, oh, what is this? There's a little plaque that goes on here, and I should show it there. There we go. And I don't know what that is, but that was in the middle of the next piece of the box. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what do I take out of here? I don't know if this is a pin or what. It appears to be a type of pin, but I can't quite, yes, it's a pin, and like there's very sharp little nails that go through it, and I guess you can attach this to something. Probably not something that you would put on your body, because you might injure yourself. Now, is there anything else in the box? The answer is no. It is just those two items. So you've got the pin and you've got the book. That's what's in the box that traditionally this box... Oh, and I screwed up. I put the book in without putting the strap back down. Hang on a second. All right, let's put this back in so it doesn't come out. There's a ribbon in there for being able to pull the book out without having to turn the box upside down. All right, so very nice looking book inside of a big box. So they could have... Now, a lot of these old collector editions, in the previous versions, they were in a box about this size. So the whole collector's edition was this size. It wasn't like all the other stuff that they do. And let me make sure that my Mage doesn't go offline here. And anyway, this is cool. So yeah, that's the thing. That's what's in the small box. Now let's see what's in the big box. Lot of packaging. So on the very top of it, oh God, this thing, it weighs, I'd say it probably weighs about 2 or 3, 4 pounds, maybe. Probably 4 pounds. So styrofoam box, it says 20th anniversary edition on there. And it is taped. So that's kind of weird because they've got this taping all the way around it, and I have no idea what's in there. So I got to get a pair of scissors to cut open the tape. And here goes. I'm going to be doing the nails on the chalkboard thing here, trying to figure out how to open this tape up. Yeah, the tape is not a good idea because it... But I get it that they have to keep the tape on there to keep the styrofoam from coming apart. All right, the tape is off. I'm going to take all this, throw it into the corner. Oof, there it goes. And let's see what's in this. Ooh, there's all kinds of toys. All right, top of the box. Inside, obviously, there's something that's holding it. And inside. Let's take the smaller piece first. It is a statue. It is a statue that has parts missing. It is, okay, so it looks like there's a tail missing, there are wings missing. It is a Bronzebeard, maybe? It's a dwarf. And the dwarf doesn't have, he's missing an arm. He's holding a shield in one arm. And that's the arm that he's holding a shield in. But his other arm is definitely missing. And like I said, it's a griffin, and there's wings missing as well. So that's a thing. It also appears that that gets attached to something else. So let's see. I don't see the wings in that other portion of the box. So I'm going to, oh, the other thing is, like, this is not, I mean, it's a plastic die cast, but it's very solid resin. So, like, there is Bronzebeard's beard. I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of playing with his beard here. That is like, you know, his beard is braided in two braids and stuff. And this is one of them that's like hanging off. The other thing is he has a ponytail, and the ponytail is like hanging off. So you got to be careful of those parts so they don't like fall apart. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, I found the wings for the griffin, and this appears to be the base. So this is called a Griffin Rider, and there's a description on the bottom, and I'm wearing the wrong glasses for me to be able to read it. So we're going to wait. I won't do that right away. But it appears that this gets attached somehow like this. And I'm not going to attach it until I get everything put together, or until I get everything out of the box, and then I'll put it together. Because it looks like you take off this black piece on the bottom. And I'll do that in a couple of minutes here. All right, so this appears to be, this is a tail. So the griffin's tail is there. We're going to unwrap that and put the plastic back in there. And let's give, actually, you know what? I'm going to attach it to the base because I think it's all, putting it together is going to be easier if it's attached to the base. So let's do that. So here's the base. I took the black panel off the bottom, and now under each of the front feet, there is a block that you use, that you put it on, and then it just pushes down onto the block. And it's kind of, you can kind of hear it cracking there. It's kind of rubberishy, so there's a little bit of a grip. I would probably suggest putting a some glue in there if you want to make this a much more permanent display and not have it fall apart, or have it fall apart if it falls off a shelf or something. All right, so he's now sitting on a rock, and that's Bronzebeard on the rock. And yeah, we're going to go from there. This is, oh, what did I do with this tail? There's this tail. Does this tail go up or down? Let's see. It goes sideways and literally just plugs in. I feel like a veterinarian. I am sticking the tail up the griffin's ass. All right. And so there's the tail. Let's see what else is in here. Ah, the arm. Here is Bronzebeard's hammer, right? And he's been dislocated. So we're going to put that on the side and give him an arm so he doesn't look like he's... Oh, see, everything just like bounced there. So everything fell off of the stand. Or I should say the stand dropped. So you got to hold it. Like I said, glue, probably a really good idea. All right, so there's Bronzebeard with his hammer. He's holding it, and I think that looks cool as hell. Now we got to figure out where the wings are. And my guess is that in this box, there's a little lift-up section. And the wings are underneath the lift-up section. They're huge-ass wings. These wings are good 6 inches long. So I'm going to take them out. Got to figure out which one's up and which one's down. It looks like they only go in one way on the Griffin, so I'll be able to figure out which one's right, which one's left. All right, box is empty now. And I'm going to mess with this off the screen here for a sec. All right, actually, it's pretty easy to figure out which one goes where. But it's not so easy to actually get it to attach to the statue. So let me do this off here. Is that right? That can't be right. I got it backwards. So the Griffin's... Is the Griffin's this way? No, it can't be. It's got to be the other direction. Got to be the other way. All right, let's see if I can get this right. Like I said, I'm going to get some model glue and acetate glue or whatever and glue this all together because there's too many parts that could fall apart. And so the Griffin is not, he doesn't have his wings outstretched or anything, but it does take up a lot of space. So I can see why they made it in pieces. And I got to hold it by the base because that is the whole thing. And I will go ahead and show you, go very slowly around here so you can kind of see what it looks like. And yeah, so that's the Griffin, and that's what it will. I almost dropped the base again. I got to stop doing that. And yeah. All right, so this is the statue that comes with the collector's edition. There's also in-game stuff, and the envelope that I showed you at the very beginning. And I'm going to switch cameras back again here. So hang on a second. The statue that I showed you at the very beginning. So yeah, here's my head. Here's the statue. This thing is big. It takes up a whole lot of space. So you see I've got, I don't know if you can see it in this camera, but I've got Ragnaros behind me sitting on the shelf, and I'm going to put this guy someplace away so I don't like drop him. All right, so he now takes up a really good place. Let me switch back to my other camera and I'll show you. And yeah, behind me, I go the other way. So I got a couple statues, and I'm going to be moving to a different location in the house here, and I'll be doing my streaming elsewhere. And when I do, those are going to be a couple of really good pieces that I'll be doing, and moving over there and getting them to be there. Okay, enough of this frivolity. Let me clean up all this stuff that's laying around me so I don't lose anything. All right. All right, so Gnumbee. I have been messing around with Gnumbee for quite a while. And Gnumbee has tried a couple of times to get this guy to go. And there are a lot of people actually running this quest. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to run the quest and help out people as I go. As long as I don't get crushed in the process. I'll tell you that other oh, there's two of them working it. That's good. Because I tried doing this solo the other day, and there's no way. Absolutely none. So I was looking up on Wowhead how to actually run this quest solo, and it's like, oh, you just fly. I tried that yesterday, but I didn't get very far with it.
I need to target something first.
Be nice if this guy threw me a heal, but I guess not. It ain't happening. I don't know whether they can see mine. Looks like someone already came through here. Well, this guy did.
There, below.
Below? What below? Below what? Oh, there's two of them. 2 dragons. 3 dragons. There's a shit ton of dragons. And they're all like going poof. Oh, Caligos. Oh, we got a Dragonflight here. 3 of them.
Well met, friend.
I sense a great surge of magic emanating from Thighhold. Hey, stop it. And all the way from Valdraken. Its source must have spark you have found. Wonder what it could
Fair
mean. I don't know.
skies
But
and
I'll take the
strong winds.
XP. Let's find out.
Polth Aldon She.
Speak to Damas to witness the memory of the past. Okay, I guess we're gonna
skies and strong wind.
The
talk
sands
to
of
this
time
guy.
are plentiful. An old memory of a beloved friend. Let us hope it has wisdom to impart.
My friends, I am leaving on a journey, one that may keep me away for some time. Before I depart, I have something I wish to leave in your care. To symbolize our bond, I present you with this scale forged of purest silver.
That's where the scale
A
came from.
thoughtful gift, though its enchantments obscure my vision as to its true nature.
Perceptive as always, timeless one, but do not be troubled. You know my fondness for mysteries.
He's
I
not gonna tell you.
suspect that this scale has a deeper meaning. That you are leaving it with us, because your journey will place you in grave peril.
Tell us what danger lies ahead of you, Tyr. We would gladly face it at your side.
Where I go, you cannot follow. There is sacred knowledge that can only be safeguarded by myself and my fellow keepers. Your place is here. You must prepare your flights for the great destiny.
Okay.
I am sorry, my friends. I wish I had more time with you. But I must go.
Bye, Tyr. It's been nice knowing you.
Remember, the silver scale will reveal its value in a time of need. Be well.
Witness the memory. I have done that. Okay, so I've got what? Speak to Caligos. All right, Caligos, what's going on? Mr. Blue.
I stand with you. There is much about our history that I do not know. I can feel the scale still pulsing with magic. Whatever Tyr left for us is powerful indeed.
Okay, I need to talk to him
I
too.
see you have
No,
a
it's
part to
normal.
play in this. Being though the bronze flight is able to experience all points in time, we occasionally forget that it can be pleasant to linger on certain moments. I do miss him.
Okay, and then speak to Alastraza.
What is it you seek? Although he is no longer with us, his legacy will always live on within our flights. Where
okay.
there is life, there is hope.
Though it is a sad memory, I'm grateful for the chance to hear the voice again, if only through time. Thank you for bringing us here, Gnumbee. Okay.
Safeguard. Much has happened since the day we said goodbye to Tyr. I hope you would be proud of everything we have accomplished. To know that despite the hardships we have faced, Dragonkind thrives.
All right,
Voice
now what?
recognition complete. Input received.
It seems your words have awakened an ancient magic, Lifebinder.
Keeper designation Tyr. Not found. Activating Silver Protocol. My loyal companions.
An echo of Tyr. What wisdom has he left behind for us?
If you are seeing this message, it means a time of great need is at hand. But I am no longer among you. Take the silver scale to my forge in Tyrhold, and more shall be revealed.
Mysteries within mysteries. Tyr always had a plan.
Okay, who am I talking to? Tyr? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go talk to Tyr. Hi. The echo speaks with ancient voice. To my dear friends, I apologize for my sudden departure. But I promise to you that you are not without my aid. I know that you have come upon the time of great need, but to ensure this gift does not get misused, I must ask you to perform a series of tasks. The first is simple. Reactivate the forge within tier hold. The silver scale is the key. So I need to put the silver scale in the forge.
Tyr always was the most clever of all the keepers.
Alright, so first of all, I need to eat, get my strength back up, because I don't know what I'm going to run into in that, trying to put the key in place. Now we'll see what happens. So it's only a couple hundred yards up. Oh, there it is. Is this it? No, that's not it. It's inside? Oh shit. Okay. It's underneath. Down below? I thought that was it. Not up above, or is it? No, I don't think it's up above. It looks like it's down below. So let's see what we're going to run into down here. Oh, these guys. Okay. Well, I can just, like, fly out and not worry about it. Here it is.
Ah, hero. I was going to check if the console here could provide us any new information. Have you found anything?
Not yet. Alright, so there. Activate the forge. Poof.
The lockdown protocol here seems quite intact.
Yeah, so far.
I keep the faith.
Appears the activating the forge is not so simple as you were led to believe. Okay.
For the good of dragonkind.
Security in the forge is stricter than in any other area of tie hold. The tier hold. This will be quite a challenge for us, Mage. Only certain units around the Citadel have the capability to bypass the security, and the protocols to unlock require more than one code in case of corruption. These units will not want to relinquish their overrides. You may have to take them by force. Be careful, Gnumbee. Retrieve the primary security disk and secondary security disk within tier hold. Okay.
We will return these isles to their glory.
So it looks like I gotta go out this direction somewhere. It's going to be over here. I might as well help these guys out.
I need a target. It's too far away. I need to target something first.
Those guys are like definitely raid gear.
I don't have a target. I need to target
Because
something first.
they're just like killing everything. It's like, ah! Okay, so, what do I do? I have to go over here. Oh, I have to kill these two guys. Got it. Let's heal up. Uh-oh. Crap. Go over this way. Is this where the thing is? Let's see. I don't know. Is that it? So I'm going to sheep one of these guys, if I can. There. I learned that crowd control is definitely something I need to pay attention to here. Gnumbee just cannot deal with this. Oh, crap. What the hell is this thing like? Defense orb. Get rid of the defense orb.
I need a target.
I'm going to have that other one pop pretty quick here. It's like, come on. Oh, God, it healed again. Shit. Well,
target. I need a target.
Crap. Shh, stop bouncing me around, assholes. Oh, you motherfuckers. Ah! This isn't where I'm supposed to be anyway. Well, shit. Okay, I'm gonna die. So might as well just, like, take a leap. Splat. Oh, I didn't die. Yet. Oh, God. That was, interesting. I gotta be back up on top and over there. So I'm gonna... Actually, after all that happened, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I will be right back. Okay. Yeah, so, let's see if I can figure out where I'm actually supposed to be. Oh, did I captured those guys. Jeez. If I... Ah! Go away! Alright, that's one way to do it. Where is my... I was looking for my ice cold. That's not it. I was looking for my ice block. Where did my ice block go? That's my old shit. I gotta find it. Ice block? Hello? Where are you? Frost Nova? No. Ice flows? Oh, I forgot about ice flows. Alright, well, we'll put that there. And then remove curse. I don't have a decurse on there. But there should be ice cold, ice flows, ice nova. No ice block. I must have taken it off. That is not good. Okay. Oh, well. I redid my spec, and I may have, like, screwed it up. Some of it up. Alright, let's see if I can get her without dragging everybody else in. Because she's the one I... Is she the one I need to get? It certainly appears to be. Okay. Let's see. Stand still, bitch. Oh, so much for that. Oh, God. So I was actually debating whether or not to abandon this whole line and just go and do some of the other stuff that I've got. Because this is... Okay, that's not going to help me to be there. I need to be like right here. Okay. Do this again. So she's obviously the one I need to take out. But I may not be able to do it by myself. Okay, you know what? I am not going to continue this online. I am going to go do a different quest because the goal is to get him to 70 and he's like 69 and a half. So let's get the hell out of here and go do this next quest. And I'll see if I can finish that quest up some other time, not online. Well, at least I'm opening up all these different regions. I still don't have the ability to fly out here, which is kind of a bummer, but I can do the dragon flying, but I haven't opened it up to be able to do all of the other flying. So I need to kind of... I forgot what you have to do in order to get that. Obviously, this is like hella far out here. Clear the other side of the map, maybe?
One of our foragers spotted food nearby. See what you can gather.
Okay, we're going to bypass on the world quest. It just popped up. Ooh, I need to... This is a big-ass area, because... I don't know why... Oh, was that it? No. That was something. What was that? In the middle of everything. Oh, no. Pick something. No, I'm not going to pick anything. I'm going to get out of here. Still need to go. I shouldn't have circled back. Now I'm going to lose my flying. Oh, crap. Hola. Looks like I'm getting closer. Circling around the mountain here. Here we are. At least I only dragged one this time instead of like the entire area.
The sentinels stand ready.
Let me heal up real quick. Eat some chow. I'm going to see if I can't get him finished all the way up to 70 before we leave today, because that was my original objective, was to do the unboxing and then level him up and see how it goes. So we will...
Tread carefully.
I got two of these. Okay, destroy 4 warding
God
firestones.
over you.
And what else?
Much remains to be
Eyes
done.
of fire. Killing 8 flame speakers.
Nature
Well, one of the
will
flame
heal.
speakers
We
was
will
the guy
thin
that I
out
just
only
killed.
enough primalists to safeguard ourselves. This is an intelligence mission, not a battle.
We're going to kill him anyway, so there. let's see. Fire, what is it? It says fires, warding firestones destroyed. Okay. How do we get up? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, other stairs. Take the stairs. Which stairs? The other stairs. Oh, okay. Now I see where the fire things are that we need to turn off. Turn off the pipes. Here's one. This one doesn't have anyone near it because someone's up here and already cleared these. Alright, so let's do that one.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target.
Ooh-ah! Let's see, got another one here.
Wait. These aren't primalists.
Oh, these are the guys that were doing everything together when I was... Alright, these guys are going to be plowing through it because they're group leveling. And I'm doing this by myself, so it's like, okay, I need to either go with them or... Except they're not going to invite me. We have just a few more. Let's see. I have to get this one, and I got to get one up the hill. And I've got one more of those stones to unlock up here. There it is. But now I've got to find... I got to wait for some of these other guys to res.
Good. The fire blocking off the bridge should be extinguished now.
There's one. Okay, you go away. I'm not going to make it. Yeah.
Several whelps tending the gardens were caught up in a wild growth of lashers.
So why
Please,
don't you
pull
have
the
an extra
vines.
person to play with, Dag? Well, it's because my friends who play World of Warcraft are working right now. As opposed to me. I guess I could call this working, but not sometimes, a little bit, maybe. So yeah, anyway, it's just one of those things where they're not available. So it is what it is. And they haven't really been playing a lot of Dragonflight. They've been playing Pandaria, and so they've got their characters all raid ready and everything, which is cool. And I just chose not to do that. Oh, that's right. We got to do this quest. This one's fun. But I still need to kill another guy here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Can you, like, take care of him, please? While I can't heal.
These are druids.
Alright, so those guys are taken care of. Gotta buff myself again. And
I am
finish
listening.
first quest.
We will find the answers we seek.
Yeah, these give
On
a
your
whole lot
mark.
more.
Do you see that flower near the bridge? Let us take
Flower?
a closer look.
Can I pick it? Flower. Yeah, I'll let you guys.
The druids are not destroying the flora here. They are pouring their burning magic
Can
into
you
it.
like stop paying attention to the
We
fucking
should take
flower and
this
help
back
me
to
out?
the aspects, along with any other samples we find.
Oh, this other
We
asshole's
know
not
we
going
are
to
ready
help.
to begin.
It's like, yeah, I'm not helping you. You're on your own. Okay, you guys are bitches. It would be very, very nice if people were kind to each other and helped each other out, but like I helped these guys kill stuff even though they didn't need to. Alright, I still
Shall
need to
we
talk.
begin?
Yes, I'm ready.
Grab this flower, then we can sneak our way towards the incarnates.
Okay.
Remember to avoid the flames.
Yeah.
Protective mist. These patches could shield us from the flames wherever we find them.
You told me not to harm their beloved children.
So you ally with these
Stunned.
flame zealots?
Ah!
Champion, watch out!
Yeah, too late.
That was close. Be careful.
I need the fucking flower again. Oh, I'm already hidden. Okay. Get out of the way. There we go. Now I'm doing it much better. There's two of them.
Path into this stream. They know the way.
They
Oh, I
do
gotta
not
go
share
back?
our cause. What have you promised them?
I gotta go back and get that flower.
Champion, watch out!
Oh, it's gonna send me all the way back to the beginning, right?
That was close.
Yes.
Come out and play, little girl.
That was close. Be careful.
I'm still gonna pick the flower, so I gotta go backwards. Ah. Got it. There we go.
They do not
I
need
just need. Where's
such
the other one I
incentives.
missed?
They seek
It's over there.
immortality and the living flame and delightful destruction.
I forgot to pick the flowers on the way. There we go.
Why can't you ever
Ah,
just
shit.
have some fun?
Back to the beginning.
That was close.
Nope.
Be careful. We can hide in
Okay.
the bushes up ahead. Stay far away from the incarnates.
Yes.
Do
Okay.
you not fear we are losing sight of our goals?
Nonsense. Victory is within our grasp. With our new allies, we
We should be safe here, so long as they're attempting.
That is not what I mean, Farak.
Stop fretting and follow me. There is something I want you to see.
All right.
Ishnu
Touch.
Allah.
Get
Keep your eyes sharp and your footsteps silent.
inflammatory.
On your mark. Consider it done.
Still hiding.
Behold, sister, the burning might of our new allies.
What have you done to this creature?
Imbued it with the living flame. The very flame we will infuse into the heart of their precious world tree.
Iridicron entrusted us to deny the aspects their prize, not twist it into some vile abomination.
Iridicron isn't here anymore. Besides, he is the one who set me free. Who begged me to drink deep of the shadow flame. He knew what was necessary to win this war.
We took up arms together to free the world from the Titans' meddling. That is the war I fight. That is the victory I seek.
We cannot achieve victory with our hands bound by your ideals!
Indeed. Then our course is set.
Oh, brother and sister are pissed off at each other. Well, that happens. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Oh, I've got to go.
Those druids have
beat
opened
this guy.
portals here. We cannot return the way we came. I will hold off anything that comes through. Dispatch the Keeper quickly. Then
Ah.
we can escape.
The key is quickly. I don't know whether I can do that, but we will give it a shot. Yeah, he's not going down very quick. And then I've got these guys now.
I need to target something first.
I gotta get rid of the legs. Legs are not going down. Stop standing as shit. I got two more legs to go.
I need target.
I'm not gonna make it. Shit, I gotta do it all over. I'm not happy about that. Death does not become me. And mages are still squishy. I don't think my mage is going to be my main. Maybe I should just like... Nah, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. I'm like so close to level 70, but it's like this stuff is getting infinitely more difficult as I go. What I could do is I could run dungeons, follower dungeons, and see if I can't get some better gear. That is a possibility. Yeah, he completely redid himself, so that's like not good. And what's on cooldown? Cold snaps on cooldown for 3 minutes. All right, I guess I'm going to have to do it this way. Oh, these things again. Okay, get the tentacles. Fuck the rest of the stuff until you get the tentacles.
I don't have a target.
Gnumbee is not doing well. Shit. Come on. Ah, stuck on a rock. Of course. Stuck on a rock in a hard place. Fuck. Alright. Let's go do something else. Plus I gotta, like, repair my gear. Alright, I am going to run a dungeon and see if I can't get a little better gear. Because I am actually level 294. I should be able to finish this, but for whatever reason, it's not helping me. And I've got some 300... Well, I've got some stuff that's kind of low now, too. Yeah. Probably if I got a little better gear, I could finish. Alright, so let's get him, first of all, repaired. And we're going to... Ouch. Ooh, 200 gold repair bill. Ah, that's not good. Alright. Let's go and see if we can't do a dungeon. Follow a dungeon, all of them, and find group. Halls of Infusion. Oh, great. I've got this quest to do, so let's do that. They'll give me... Oh yeah, this will be much better. Much better gear. So let's go do this. Go ahead. Go do that. For the time being, I'll let her... Oh, she takes a big groove. Did she just like drag everything over here? God damn. My healers are going ape shit. Okay then. Oh. I didn't expect her to like do the entire room. That kind of wasn't the idea. That went a little more smoothly. Yay.
first. I don't have a target.
All right. Go, 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 go. Pick one.
Something
All
first.
right, good. I think we gotta get through this next group. 2 groups, actually. I gotta stop, like, just pressing every button. No face rolling.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
There we go.
I need to target something
Hey,
first.
asshole, stop hitting me.
I don't have a target.
Tanks in go mode. Is this the first boss? I guess so. And the tank's gonna go do it. Hang on. Thank you. Because your mage has to go pee. I will be back in a second. Hang in there. Okay, I am back. Let's go do this.
More trespassers! I will not allow you through! Let you through! My sacrifice will keep these halls safe! A small victory. I will eliminate you.
They won't.
Order will overwhelm you.
Oh! Blink. There we go.
Order will overwhelm you.
There we go.
Forgive me. I could not stop.
Alright, so I got the power core. Yay! So I can finish that quest anyway. So let's go do... Oh, the frog. That'd be fun. Not. Wow. Okay then. And we got all the bugs in the next group here. She's gonna do it without... Nope, she's gonna pull all the bugs. Toads! Stop pulling all the damn frogs.
I need to target something first.
Yay. Oh, another one. Is he the one that keeps calling the frogs? Calling the frogs.
I don't have a target.
Oh, okay. Some more bugs here. Another one? Yeah. I think the zealot showed up. Came from around the corner, I guess. Alright. Onward. Go, 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 go. I want some better gear.
Look, Titan pawns have come to stop us. Let us see who can be rid of the most first.
Ha! I'll burn them to ash before ye ever get a chance to blow them away.
I need to target something first.
Sure, there is a way to keep from pulling everything in the room when you're on follower mode, and probably it's like disconnecting the
Even the memories of you would be cinders.
disconnecting the
The winds are
tank
always
so he
in
doesn't
my favor.
or she doesn't pull everything in the room, and then you have to be the person that targets and pulls everything. He likes me. I don't particularly care for him, but not a lot I can do about it. God. Go the fuck away.
I need a target.
Onward. Oh, here comes Gulp Gulp. Gotta get Gulp Gulp. And she engaged him. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. I think there's just a bunch of shit on the ground. Here comes the shit. Oh, these guys.
target.
Oh, that's not good. Healer's having difficulties. Don't want to get licked. It's the one thing I don't want to happen.
I need to target something first.
Ugh. And some gulp gulps.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
Oh, was that a wipe? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? Oh, I guess so. The whole group wiped. Lovely. Bring out the toilet paper. Woohoo. I can't turn this in yet because I have to finish all the rest of them. God, that sucked. Oh, wait a second. Get your ass back here. Font of Power. Oh, I don't have a Mythic Stone, that's right.
My watch.
Okay, this guy won't let me heal, or won't let me repair. I can't call anything in here. Right, go. So at least we've cleared everything, so we should be able to just go... Well, we got one group to the left we haven't cleared yet. So we're going to go all the way around, I guess? Or is she going to, like, take off and go to the left? Oh, she's going to go all the way around. Okay. You didn't keep me safe against Gulp Gulp. That wasn't nice. Good thing she knows the shortcuts in these dungeons, because I certainly don't. Oh, she's going to just fall down. That's right. I'm going downstairs. Okay. There's Gulp Gulp. I'm going to go around the back. Shit! Why me? Get the fuck out!
I need to target something first. I need a target.
Group's taking a hell of a lot of damage. And we're back to these guys again. Leave me alone. Okay. So it is it is time that I'm not doing well in here. And I'm not having fun any longer, and it's like, fuck it. I'm going to get out of this character. And obviously, having a mage as my... I can't play mage very well. So I will go ahead and mage along with him offline and see if I can get better gear and stuff. Because he obviously cannot do it. And, which means that my next up is, Dag. So let's see if I can get Dag to, oh, he's gonna go. All right, give me all the stuff. He's an arms warrior. Update. Clear quests. Confirm. So this will take a minute. And so I'm gonna have to check all his gear before we get going. Because I have a feeling the gear that I had... Ah! Man, that's old shit. That's an old school outfit. Guaranteed that the gear that I had on him is probably going to be better than what they just gave me. But we'll see. It was about time I level him anyway. I need to get him to 70 because I think he's going to be my main come when the expansion drops. So we'll see. Hello, anytime today would be good. And where's the game? Hello. Oh, don't tell me I'm having issues. Oh boy. Here we go again. So let's see. I gotta find one where I can go and say, show me the task. Task manager. And we're going to kill... Oh! Wow, that's interesting. I don't even see... World of Warcraft's not even showing on the screen. So we're going to kill it. And there it went. Okay, let's try this again. For whatever reason, it decided to give up the ghost. And start it again. I'm going to look forward to having my new PC built, but it's going to take me a while. So I imagine what I'm going to end up having to do is take a week off and build the new system, and then I'll get it all tweaked and get it all set up, and then I'll come back online and do this again. So let's see if this works this time. All right, where the hell am I? Oh, I've already gone I've already gone out here. Okay, so first thing first, let's see what gear level. Oh, 171 gear level. Yeah, that ain't happening. All right. So I've got all these, which are fine. So there is a great axe that I've collected. Oh. I swear to God, it's like I've got much better gear in the bank, probably. So what I might do is I might go all the way back to Azeroth. I gotta see, where am I? Stormwind. All right, let's go back to Stormwind. Oh, wait a second. I should probably talk to her about getting me to Stormwind. No, I'm going to take Stormwind. Okay, we're going to go Stormwind, go look in my mailbox, grab all the stuff out of there, because I can guarantee that that's probably going to be better gear than what they gave me. But we shall see. Okay. Drag my stone down here. There we go. I've been stoned. Resets all of my setup here, which is aggravating. So today, I'm calling today a complete absolute loss at this point, because I'm like not getting anywhere that I need to be, and it is aggravating. So where's my mounts? There we go. Let's get this going here, and we'll do a mount. So I'm going to go to the bank. Actually, you know what? I am going to park. All right. I've had it. I'm done for the day. Yeah, it's just been one of those days, and I'm going to have to go figure stuff out and figure out why things aren't working and stuff like that, and it's going to take me the rest of the afternoon to do that. So, if I don't see you before the next time I see you, have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Have a wonderful evening. Love you all. I hope you put up with this shit, because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.